Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and I'm very happy to see all of you here today. I hope you guys are doing well since phase 2 heightened is removed, outdoor dining has resumed, and I think there's a lot more viewings now happening on the ground. A lot of transactions is also happening. So I don't know how many of you are new RES and how many of you are experienced agent, but I can definitely tell you the resale market is in the bull run now. There's a lot of happenings now in the resale market, and you need to learn to become a lister. Because I think now with the viewing restrictions, right? If you're serving buyer, you're in for a hard time. Very difficult to get viewing and very difficult to get appointments. So, okay, today is the first class of power resale techniques. I'm going to share with you a lot of different techniques on how you can actually enter the resale market. So, a few very important things that we're going to talk about today is the different kind of marketing methods that you need to execute for the different kind of market segment that you want to target on. So that is the whole gist of your of this today's class, and of course, the bulk of your, you'll be given questionnaire at the end of the class before you can pass this PRT. So you'll be awarded with certification also at the end of the session. So a lot of part of the questions will come from the table that I'm going to share with you. I think in the second hour of the class. So it's talking about what kind of marketing methods you need to use to enter different markets, which is essentially what a lot of agents are very lost in. You want to start doing resale, you don't know where to start, and you don't know what to do. So this will actually basically guide you through that. Another important part of the class is, of course, to formulate a timetable for yourself. Because as self-employed people, I realize a lot of agents, right? They just go when appointment comes and wait for things to happen. So you need to lead your life a bit more structurally, a bit more organized, so that you can actually call yourself a full-time agent. A lot of agents sleep until 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, wake up, do their own stuff, fetch their kids and things like that, and end up the real hours that they actually spend on working per day is maybe 1 to 2 hours, which is really not healthy. That also partially also explain for the production of the agent. Okay, so let me just try. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the ultimate offline and online GTA system to kickstart and sustain your real estate career. Okay, so just a little bit about myself. Is if some of you are just newly joined PropNext, a little bit about myself. Okay, I'm just 15 years in the real estate industry. I was with ERA in 2007. I came over to PropNext in 2013. So some of the industry awards are listed above. I started out as a first runner top rookie when I was in ERA. So that means all the new agents in the first year of your real estate agent, you're considered a rookie. So, and then you'll be ranked accordingly as with all the new agents. So at the time, I got number 2nd position as a new agent. And then, of course, subsequently, every year, I'm one of the ERA top 50 agents. Towards the end, I was ERA top 20. Okay. So I came to PropNext. So now I'm the 4th year champion private property transactor champion, and I'm also the top exclusive lister. I'm also the champion. So I got now 3-time millionaire award. I think top exclusive lister is 5th time. A millionaire award is the 3rd time already. So this year is the 3rd time. So of course, some of them are the awards that came together with the. So a lot of people will have known me lah. So if you don't know me, then maybe you can Google a little bit about me. I don't want to spend too much time talking about myself, because I think that's not very relevant. Okay, so if you look really closely, most of the overnight success, right, actually took a long time. So a lot of people actually just see who I am, where I am right now, but they did not see actually how I plow the market, how I actually manage my business for the past 15 years. And today, the reason why you're here in today's class, right, is to understand and to learn from me what I have been doing and what I'm consistently doing. So a lot of people wonder how come I can stay as a million dollar agent for the past 3 years. That means every year I probably call in about 150 transactions. Where does all my leads comes in? I can tell you, I do prospecting. All the prospecting I'm going to share with you today are something that I do, and I do for a long period of time. A lot of agents who just started out doing prospecting, realize, hey, how come they are not yielding the results that you want? Then that's because you just haven't do long enough. That's all. Seriously. The all my leads came in because of the consistent 15 years of prospecting, and until today I've not stopped prospecting. So that's how I got my all my leads and my awards, and of course all these transactions that's coming in. So if you're brand new, you need to start, and then you need to put in a lot of time and effort. But what you want to build is a business that is resistant, a business that will not collapse over time. And I can tell you, real estate for me is such a business right now. Even if I don't do much, I can tell you I will earn $1 million every year. Yeah, that's something that I'm confident about. Just up to date this year, I think I already crossed the 850K mark. So just another 150K, and we are only in June. I will reach my $1 million award. Okay, so today's learning objective, right? Okay, most importantly, you will be able to have actionable steps to expand your business. Real estate is a business whereby it's action business, okay? It's not a talking business. So a lot of time spent in meetings, gathering, all this will not lead you anywhere, okay? Yeah, most important part of your business is actions. What are the actions that you are taking today will determine where you are tomorrow. So what I want you all to do is really actions now, okay? Don't just listen to me talk and then go back and do nothing, and then there's no point, okay? So the lesson is that very much catered to actionable steps to help you to expand your business. Well, of course, we will explore using the various tools that is available in the market right now to help you to reach out to your prospective buyers and sellers. Okay, so we are in the IT world right now. You need to know what tools are available. Okay, most important is to identify the right prospecting methods for the right target audience. That is very, very important. If you are still sending flyer to HDB right now, I can tell you it doesn't work. Really. So you need to know what kind of prospecting, right, works for what kind of market, and that's planning your business well. And then in that way, you don't spend a lot of money, right, and then not hit anyway. So you know what appeals to your audience. Very important is to study your audience. Know who are the people you are targeting and what appeals to them, and what really works, on them. So that's important. Studying your audience is very important. So what are the various push and pull strategies, and what are the different kind of presentation? Okay, so I think if you're in PopMax for long enough, right, then you realize there's a lot of presentation. So what to say when you meet client? A lot of people always ask me, a lot of agents always come to me, Shanel, so many kind of presentation, what to say? So I have broadly categorized the presentation into 3 parts. What are the 3 parts of presentation you can use on resale market? Okay, and how do you categorize a client so you know what weapon to take up, and what slides to say when you meet different clients. So later we will categorize the clients, and then after that you will know exactly what to execute. Do I go in and talk about retirement, talk about asset progression for every client I meet? Some yes, some no. And how do you differentiate them? You just need maybe like and the thing about this, right, you only have before the appointment, you probably already will have the gist of what to say. So you need to be prepared. You need to be well prepared to execute your presentation. So how to actually filter over the phone and categorize them before you even reach the house. So if you prepare a lot of asset progression slides and things like that, they go, they already listened to this 10,000 times, and they probably already bought something, or they or they have other agendas. Their kid is reaching primary 1, they need to move very near school. So then all these things that you prepared will become not relevant at that point. And if you present something that's not relevant, right, you can turn off your client. In just 5 to 10 minutes time, they realize that you're not singing the same song as them, and then after that they'll probably shut you off. So you need to be prepared, and you need to know what to say. Okay, conversion. What are different kind of conversion techniques to complete your GTA business? So GTA is also not about only getting listings. It's also about serving buyers. So when you serve buyers on the ground, how you convert them to become your listing? I realize that nowadays a lot of buyers in the market, they haven't sold their property yet. Because a lot of people are afraid of having no house to buy, because these things are getting very scarce, and people are generally quite worried. Even for my own client, right, I would just definitely advise them to buy first and to sell. If I don't buy first, I'll probably be sleepless like with them, because I'll be very worried about where they are going. And that also gives us another opportunity. A lot of buyers who actually came and see your resale listings, right? They have not sold their property and they are looking for the agent to help them to manage the buying and selling, which is why you're there. And of course, that will mean your timeline control and your ability to make sure it's a smooth transition and smooth transaction for that is very important. And that brings you to the next class, which is about timeline. Agent will be covering this part of timeline, how to buy, sell, how to make sure the money is flow there in time, and how to make sure that they have a house over their head with the money flow in. All these are very important, and that's the main role of an agent right now, to make sure your client have a house to stay, and to make sure that they have time enough to move to their new place without getting unnecessary concerns about renting houses and things like that. Short-term rental is very difficult to get right now. Most of the rental only ask for 2-year lease. So don't end up in a position where your client got no house to stay, because then you end up with a lot of complaints. Okay, client satisfaction will become very low. Okay, so what's GTA all about? Okay, actually GTA is an idea, right? Okay, is just giving you an area whereby you can start your business. It's also giving you an area whereby you can brand yourself, because it's impossible for an agent to brand yourself whole of Singapore. You become very scarce and very, very thin, and the focus become not there. So GTA is for you just to map out an area whereby you can start branding yourself. Branding is so important. If nobody know that you're real estate, who will give you the business? So the first step to real estate, right, is to be able to let people know that you are in real estate, you are active, and you are very successful in real estate. That's the importance. Okay, that's the most important thing to kickstart your real estate business. Okay, and of course, GTA prospecting and GTA is the same thing. It's the most important thing in the sales cycle. Without prospect coming in, without some way to anchor in clients, how do you start the sales cycle? You cannot. What? You don't even have prospect to work on. So this is why GTA and prospecting is very important. Okay, today learning objective. At the end of the day, I already touched on that. Sorry. Okay, so before I go into the lesson proper, I just want to make sure that all of you can actually hear me loud and clear, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, okay, loud and clear, good. And also okay, so before we actually start the lesson proper, let's know a little bit about yourself, okay? Let's have a little bit of a participation from the ground. You can just type your answer in the text box later. I will be able to see, okay? Okay, know yourself. You are a new business owner. You have rented a place for 1 year. You bought equipment and really wanted to start your restaurant. And you dream of being the biggest and the most well-known Hainanese chicken shop in town. Okay, that's what you have already planned to do. And okay, so funds were actually set aside for 7 to 12 months. 3 months down the road, business have not picked up. Resources is actually getting low and draining. Okay, what are the things that you actually do? Okay, A, you cut loss and quit business. 2, you offer less meat to maximize gain. C, you spend additional 2 months of funds to try new recipe and ingredients. Or D, you sell your business quickly and try new business. E, you change to a better location. F, you add more value or variety, like sell duck, sell char siu. Or G, you check with your family members, friends to discuss what can be improved on. Okay, so this thing, there's no right and wrong answer. It just basically, right, help you to, let me just see. Okay, it just basically help you to, okay, so I just want to see all your answers right now. Okay, what are the things that you do? Okay, most of before opening, I already have the marketing plan in place. Okay, don't have these options. Okay, F and G, F, F, F. Okay, G. A lot of people put in F and G, Nobody want to tapao and go, right? F and G, C and G, E, F, G. Okay, any more answers coming in? G. Okay. Let's go back to where we were. Okay, add more variety and value, and check with family, friends on how to discuss and what can be improved. Okay, actually, right, there's no right and wrong answer on how you actually run your business. But basically, right, this one gives you an insight on how you're going to run your real estate business, because this is running a chicken rice shop is like running your real estate business. You are now a business owner. Face the reality, you are now a business owner. You need to have capital set aside to run your business. That's number one thing for sure. And you need to think out of the box to be able to do well as compared to the rest of the shops selling chicken rice. All agents out there are selling chicken rice, and you are also selling chicken rice. So how can you differentiate yourself? Checking friends and to discuss on what can be improved on. I think the better method would be to talk to people who has actually done it. This will help you to ace your business faster. So that is actually a good answer, to check with friends or family who has actually done the business before and have actually is successful. And of course, if you realize that if you are just doing if you are you're a real estate agent, you only give advice based on buying new launch, buying asset progression, and you realize that your business is not that well, means you need to step up already, right? You need to do more things. You probably need to do rental. You probably need to do buying of properties. You probably need to do a bit of resale. You probably need to start collecting listings. You probably need to do HDB. Why am I talking about all this? Because a lot of agents come and tell me they're damn atas. They cannot do rental. I cannot do room rental. I cannot do serving buyer. I cannot serve HDB. I don't know how to do HDB transactions. Wow, awesome. Actually, a lot of agents in the market tell me all this, and they think they're damn atas. I think they're damn shallow. Seriously. As a real estate consultant, right, as an advisory to your friends and family, do you need to be well versed in all segments of the market? Yes, you need to be there. There's nothing atas about you if you don't do rental. Seriously. There's nothing atas about you if you don't know how to do HDB. Okay, as a real estate agent, you need to be all rounder. You need to know every segment of the market. And until today, I'm still doing rental. Be it a room rental or a whole unit rental, I would not reject the business if it comes in. If I'm too busy, I will just share with my agents, and I might ask my agent to help me to do it together. But I'll never reject any client that come to my door, because it's a sin to just say, no, I cannot do your business, and I'm too big for you. Your business is too small for me. This kind of thing is too much arrogance, I would say. Okay, so so anyway, I just use this to address the concerns right now with a lot of agents, their mindset and mentality. Okay, if you're not doing well, you need to revisit your business model. You need to start thinking how you can actually do more stuff for your friends and clients. And have you been rejecting business, or have you been selective on the kind of business that you want to take? Or you only want to do those that sell one, buy two, buy new launch? Who doesn't want to do that? But is there so many in the market? And are you just very one-sided? If your client only want to buy resale, you keep talking about new launch, what would they think about you? Are you protecting your interest or client interest? Do you have their interest and priority in front of you? Okay, lesson proper. What is a GTA? Okay, the formal answer for GTA is actually GTA is a geographical target area. So on the ground, you first where an agent actually run his real estate business. Okay, so traditionally Singapore is separated into all these districts. That's because our postal code is used to be 4 numbers. So like Tampines is 18, then after that Pasir Ris is 17, 9, 10, 11 is our luxury district. So all these are the different segments of Singapore. Okay, so if you are new agent, you don't know what they're talking about. All these are the different districts. So we talk about District 19. We're talking about Serangoon, Hougang, Sengkang, Punggol, basically the whole area lah. Okay. Okay, so what are the actionable items that you can think of to start your real estate business? This one, I want you all to take out a piece of paper I want you to start listing down what are the actionable items you can do to kickstart your business. Okay. Then I want you to share in the text box. Okay. Okay, yes. Somebody asked me in the chat box, do I do commercial as well? Yes, I do commercial as well. I sold shop houses. I also sold offices. People. Okay, no, now I want you to, I want everybody to tell me in the group chat, in the chat box, what are the things. Okay, Aiden already say you call contacts, you do door knock, you drop name cards. Okay, you send flyers, and then what else? What are the other things that you can do to kickstart your business? What are the actionable items? Start with friends and family members. Yes, you do your warm contact. What do you do with them? Do FV video ads. Contact owner who post their open listing. Yeah. Call your colleagues, reconnect, digital marketing, networking. What else? Network with who? Do what? Post in social media that you're a real estate agent. Yeah, okay. That's one of them you can do. What are other things that you can do? Do more contact to friend, relative, and customer. Basically, one business. Subscribe online property portal. Okay. Okay. Post on Property Guru. What do you post on Property Guru? External co-broke agents. What do you do with external co-broke agents? You ask them to join you and you start building a team. Who's your successful listing on social media? Okay. Go coffee shop and market. Let everyone know you're agent. Okay. Other methods. Telemarketing. Call who? Call who? For sale by owner. Okay, very good. Police advertise in newspaper. Who's still advertise in newspaper these days? Oh my god. Cannot lah. Passe already. Okay, what else? For sale by owner, define my GTA, define my branding, establish marketing plan, learn video taking using skill future credits. Very good. Newspaper for landed. Okay, yeah, okay. Take opportunity to ask tenant who contact you for your listing, whether you can be the agent. Okay, but first of all, you must have listings to work on. Okay, so very good. I think all of you are putting on your thinking cap, and I'm proud of you. Go Choppy, yeah, Choppy. Chop is a good way, okay? So if you haven't do CMA, yeah, if you do comparative market analysis, if you have a listing presentation to go. If you don't have a listing presentation, what's the point of doing CMA? Okay. Okay, very good. It means that you guys are already thinking, and this is the first step of being a real estate agent. First of all, welcome to being a business owner. Nobody will actually tell you what you need to do. Okay, face it. You don't have someone to report to, and you don't have someone who tell you, okay, do this now, do this now, do this now, do this now. You are a business owner. You need to start thinking for yourself, and you need to know what you need to do and what are actionable items, things that you need to do. Okay, so just like you already say, I saw a few good answers, which I'm going to share more today. First of all, is for sale by owner. Why for sale by owner? For sale by owners are people who already want to sell their property, but where to get that kind of leads? Okay, and for sale by owner are widely marketed and targeted by a lot of agents also. So how do you actually go about talking to all these for sale by owners? To actually anchor them in. Later, I'll share more with you on how to tackle for sale by owner. When I started out my business, I did a lot of for sale by owner. Okay, of course, some of them say send flyers to where? And which part of send flyers? Okay, flyers are not, papers are more and more not well received. So you need to be very targeted, and you need to know what you're sending, and you need to know why, what attracts them. Having corporate gifts does attract the client in even to open your mailer. Huge chunks of mailer these days are dumped in the dustbin. So if you're not well thought through, you'll just be wasting money. Okay, and then of course, other things like digital marketing, doing Facebook video ads, and Facebook video ads can be separated into a lot of different kind. And who do you intend to target, and what's your targeted audience? It's very important. You need to be very well thought out. Okay, and then okay, so that's a few of the actionable items. I'm going to go into it. Okay, I'm going to share with you one of the list of actionable items that we can do. Some of you already know some, but let's go into more in depth, okay, and how you can actually go about doing that. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you 3 tools to start your GTA. First of all, it's a 99.co. It's a tool that we commonly use in our real estate business, and of course, each property, and of course, just like you say, CHOP. Okay, our CHOP system PA app also gets you started on your real estate. If you have no leads and no client, and you need listings to beef up your supermarket, it's good that you go to CHOP because a lot of our listers are there and they will share their listing with you to start advertising. But you also must think, why would the lister want to give you their listing to advertise? Okay, you also must be able to value add to them. Okay, business basically works in both ways. If you don't have nothing to contribute, people will probably also not need you. Okay, so what is so good about some of the tools that I've introduced you just now? Okay, a lot of you are talking about doing flyers and mailers. So of course that's using Prospector. So later, 99.co will show you exactly how do you export data to Excel for your labels and direct mailer. Let's say today you want to target EC, that's just MOP. So for example, I'll do twin waterfall. How do I convert? How do I send mailer to them? How? Like, how do I get the address and how do I send? Okay, so later I'm going to show you using Prospector on how to do it. Okay, so, or you can use, okay, so, and then another thing is for sale by owner, for rent by owner. How to actually extract all this data? There is still for sale by owner, for rent by owner. Okay, but how do you get all this data? So 99.co, this portal will actually show you where to do it. Okay, wait, I just want to, okay, so if you have subscribed to 99.co, this is basically what you will see under Prospector. You will be able to see, later we'll do a bit of live demo. You can actually filter based on people who actually made about 150K. And then after that, you can just download it and then you can get the data, okay? So then the end result will look like that. So all this mailing label will be ready for you to send out direct mailer. Okay, so from your Prospector, you can also see how many times a unit has been sold. And then you can also do when they have sold, and you can also do project comparison. So if you are doing if you want to show your clients an analysis of the 1-bedroom or this around there, you can actually do project analysis. Okay. You can also target audience based on where they live, around MRT or around the school kids, around the school. Okay, so now I will actually invite 99.co to actually do a live demo for you. Where is my 99.co?
Hello, Shanel.
Hey, Clement, hi. Okay,
Hello.
Co-host, hi. Okay,
Yep.
So basically Clement is from 99.co. Today with him, I also see Joey online. They are basically our account manager for PropNext. And I just invited them to share with us, to do a quick live demo on how to actually use some of the basic functions for 99.co that will actually help you in your real estate business. Okay, Clement?
Sure, no problem. So let me just share my content. Okay. So together with me are Joey, as well as Javier, as well as Betty. So Javier and Betty, they are new. So later I will share their contact with you. So if you need anything after the lesson, you need to ask further questions about the account or how to use and everything, right? They'll be more than happy to share with you. Okay. So everybody can see my screen, yeah? Can all? Okay. So basically, right, this would be the 99.co app. Okay, so below, right, you will see that we have quite a number of functions that we have here. Okay, so I just want to share a little bit. The top function, all the things here that you see, right, the top part can be seen by consumers. But this bottom part, right, are things that we only add in for agents. So only our paid agents, they'll be able to log in and use these functions. So it is more for you to value add to your clients lah. Okay, so let me just jump straight into Prospector. So Prospector, right, when you click on Prospector, there will be a number of things that you'll be able to search. So for example, just now, right, like Shanel mentioned, if you're looking to share just a particular, let's say you're just looking to do a particular one, let's say the quotes, for example. Okay, you can straight away key in here, then you can select. But let's say, right, today you are looking to do a wider area. So for example, you search by district. So let's say you go to district 19, for example. Okay, once you press done, right, straight away you can see here, right, there are actually, let me just sort by condo. So there are like 22,000 prospects for you to go through. Okay, so that is a very big number for you to go through. Like you cannot be sending mailers to all these 22,000 prospects, correct? And I haven't include those that haven't SSD completed ones yet. Already completed ones already got 22,375 prospects. So how to filter down? At the top right hand corner, you see this filter button. Okay, from here, right, you're actually able to filter by either completed or, meaning to say their SSD already completed as of today, or you can do future prospecting, like for example, 3 months to go before they achieve SSD, 6 months to go before they achieve. That means you want to reach out to them first. Also can, up to you. Okay, so let's say we select the completed one, meaning to say they can sell today. Number of units of completion, we can leave it as any. Gain percentage, we put to all. So this will be the gain amount. So gain amount, right? This gain amount will be depending on yourself, right? How much do you think a condo owner should make before you choose to target them? Is 20,000 enough or not? Definitely not enough. 50,000 enough or not? Definitely, I don't think also enough. So minimally, I would say probably about 150 to 200,000. So let's say we set it to 150,000, for example. Straight away, you can see that we filtered down to 13,571. If you still think this is too much, right, you can actually further filter down. Okay, to let's say 200,000. Okay, so from here you can see out of the whole district 19, so many units that we just seen just now, we filtered down to 10,768 prospects. So by default, this will be showing you the latest SSD completed date. So you can see this one is in June 2016. So this one completed probably about a year ago. So we can actually sort by gain. Okay, so from here we can see the Chuan unit number 2302 is approximately making about 1.7 million on his property. Can this person do asset progression with you or not? Can this person sell the Chuan and buy probably 2 or even 3 properties with you? Definitely can. Okay, so the next question is this: where do we get this estimated gain from? Okay, you see this I information button here. When you click on it, right, you will see actually we will base this transaction, right, based on the same particular development, top 3 floor, bottom 3 floor of the past 18 months to give you an average PSF. So you see this 2302, right? The Chuan 2402 actually sold for 3.6 million at 1,388 PSF. So we take this PSF, multiply by the size of this particular unit, we will get an average market price. Okay, so this is how we actually derive this estimated current market price for you. Okay, so let's say today you look at the Chuan. Okay, we can actually click in and you can actually see these units here. Okay, we can see all the information here, sold how many times, etc. So you see some there are no data, right? No data will probably mean that sometimes some condo, right, this particular scratch is actually probably a garden or something, or they put some some like their facilities there. So some of them are no data. Okay, but some of the no data will also refer to those that buy in full cash, meaning to say they never lodge caveat, also possible. Okay, so those are the 2 reasons for no data. Okay, so after which, right, let's say you look at all these prospects. Okay, you look and say, okay, I want to send to these 10,000 people, okay, mailers. Okay, then you can export mailing and spreadsheet from here. You can get it for free, straight away will be sent to you. Okay, straight away will be sent to you. So today, right, like just now Shanel mentioned, if today you send a very generic kind of flyer to them, why? Because you never target, you can only send like buy, sell, rent, call me now, then transaction data, one guy, one girl, the photo over there, you and your partner probably. So all these mailers, right, nowadays people like even myself I open my mailbox once a month probably. Why? Because every bill payment, everything is done online right now, correct? So there's not much need for me to go and open my mailbox every single day or every 2 days. So I probably open once every month. So you know, I live in a HDB lah. So you know how many flyers I receive every month or not? In 1 month, how many different flyers I receive? I tell you, at least 10. At least 10 different flyers I receive in my mailbox. And all of these 10, right? All of them all look the same one. Like just now I mentioned, buy, sell, rent, call me now, transaction data. Correct. So all these, right? Once I open up, there's so much flyers I have in my hands, right? That all this I would not even take a second look. I would not even really take a second look. So I would just throw away. So today, right, what you all really need to do, right, is to come up with very creative flyers that can grab the person's attention. Okay. So today, right, if you can filter down to all this, you know that these people make at least 200,000 on their property. Can you go and do a more creative flyer that can catch the person's attention or not? Definitely can, man. But if you never target, you don't have prospector to go and filter down for you, you will not be able to go and target. You cannot say, hey, you cannot say things like, hey, do you know you're making 200,000 on a property? Do you know that you can buy this property or that property? Cannot, man. Why? Because if you send to those people who never make as much, they call you, you will face a lot of problems. They will make a lot of noise. They will start to complain, things like that. Correct? So it will bring you even more troubles than good. Correct? But today, if you filter down to all this, you know that they are making a certain amount of profit. You will be able to better target them. Okay, so I just want to go to my mail. Let me just show you how. Let me just show you how the mailing labels and all will look like. Okay, so from here, right, straight away you will see prospector list and mailing labels. So from here, you will have 2 sets of data. So the first set, right, will be here. So once you click, right, you will actually see these are actually all the addresses that you have actually filtered out. So from here, right, you'll be able to maybe send to the person that you're doing mailer with, like those third party, like probably RPI or some other printing companies, right? You can actually design, they actually have a one-stop solution for you. They can actually design, put stamp and everything and send out for you. So based on these addresses, they will send out all these mailers for you. Okay. The other way is to do the DIY way. Okay. We can actually view them as mailing labels. So let me take a look from here. Okay. So these mailing labels, right, are actually all nicely done up for you. What you need to do, right, you just need to go to Popular. You buy the mailing label size later, I share with you all. Okay, then from there, right, you just need to pop it in your printer, then you can print out. Then you can DIY. That means meaning to say you can print, then you do the printing of the stickers and everything yourself. So that you will save some money. But on the other hand, right, if you engage a third party, it will cost probably a little bit more, but you save time lah. So depending on what you want to do, both ways are fine. Okay, both ways are fine. Okay, so this is how the prospector will look like. Okay, so another thing that I can share with you, right, would be if today, right, you want to do door knocking. Okay, if you want to do door knocking, this is also something that you can very effectively do on. So you can search by anything that you want. Let's say, for example, HDB estate. Okay, let's say we can go to Sengkang and Punggol, for example. Okay, so from here, right, you can filter by HDB. It's actually exactly the same thing. Okay, you can choose which are the MOP status that you want. Then from here, right, you can actually put in the gain amount, okay, that you wish. Okay, so from here, you can go and do your door knocking already from here. 226C Compassville Walk. You can go here, click, look at the tower view. Okay, look at all these likely BTO units. All these also make money one for sure one. Okay, so you reach until this, let's say 13359 MOP in 3 years. Should you go and knock or not? Most probably not. Why? Because you cannot be knocking now, talk about something that's going to happen in 3 years' time. Correct. So all this you can skip. So this is how you do more effective door knocking as well. Oh, anybody got any questions so far? Wait, let me just go back to the Zoom and see whether anybody got any questions. Nobody got questions, huh?
Okay, are you all well versed with 99.co? So above are all the numbers they have already sent out in the group chat. Prospector account is available. Bar app.
Yes, the prospector account is actually available for our account that we call it the performer account and above lah. So later we can share with you. So this one, right, is only available by the app, via the app. Okay, so let me quickly, before I end, let me just quickly share the account manager's number with you. So if you have anything, right, you can reach out to them. Or we can take a screenshot of this. Then probably later, if you all have any further questions, you can reach out to them as well. Can?
Share with them what bundle, what you have. I think because you're now combined with SRX.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can. So this is our performer package that just now I mentioned. It will come with things like the owner listings, researcher, as well as the prospector just now that I mentioned. Okay, so this is the performer account. You'll come with 99 SRX and iProperty. So this pricing, right? Don't be scared by this pricing, okay? Because right, in the past, right, if you have bought these accounts individually, right, it will cost you more than what we are offering right now. So the if you bought all these three accounts individually, it will cost you something like 2.3K. So right now we are actually bundling all three in one, and we're offering you at 1288 lah. So for those who already have an existing account, regardless SRX or 99, you will be able to upgrade to this account as well at a prorated price. So for this month, we'll be running a promo. So for those accounts that new sign up with us or upgrade with us, right, we're giving you additional months on your account. Okay, additional month on your account. New RES, those who are less than 6 months old, who purchase this account, right, you will get, instead of additional 1, you will get additional 3 months of the account. Okay, so these are the promos that we are running this month lah. So do reach out to them, and probably they can share more with you lah. Oh, everybody took down the numbers already, yeah? Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
Okay, so if you want to know more about the different account available for new RES, please contact any of the 99.co account managers directly. Thank you guys so much for your share.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so I'm just going to bye-bye. I'm going to
Bye-bye.
go then again. Okay. Okay, good. So this is just one segment. Okay, one of the tools that we agents commonly use. Of course, other than applying for Property Guru account, I think it's important that you have other tools that you need to start off your business. And I think 99.co is an awesome tool because it actually gives me a lot of things. It gives me the floor plans of the unit under floor plans. It gives me perspective. Easy for me to actually come up with the direct address. Of course, there's also other ways to do it lah, like looking at distribution chart and then manually keying in. But I know a lot of agents are very lazy these days, so just use prospector. And then of course, it gives for sale by owner, which is already filtered, which I think is good. It tells you exactly which one is the owner that is willing to pay money, pay com right now. Okay, so this is one of the tools. Okay, of course, other tools that a lot of your leaders and maybe myself also use is one of the Age Props. Age Props also has got for sale by owner or for rent by owner. So under tools, then you have this feature inquiries and for sale by owner. So all these are not filtered. 99.co are filtered. That means actually they call them and actually they ask whether they'll be paying com. So if you want to work on those that are not filtered, then like Age Property has got more resources now. Okay. So you can actually go through for sale, for example, owner, and then you can just select the district you want. Then you will be able to come out all these units, and then you will have those show owners contact. And a lot of them are very juicy, these things, okay? So sometimes the listing, when you call them, right, they've really been converted by agents to become their own exclusive. So this is one way to actually start meeting people. New RES, right, you should target to have 3 appointments on a daily basis. It's pointless for you to sit at home. So when I just started out, right, I try to at least set myself with 3 appointments daily. One morning, one afternoon, one evening. So if you have nobody to meet, then meet for sale by owner. Talk to them, go and take the unit photo, start advertising for them. I realize a lot of agents are not doing much, really. Yeah. Okay, as a sales staff of any company, you need to set appointment. And I think 3 appointments to ask from you is not a lot. Okay, so this is how you get for sale by owner leads. Okay, so of course another tool that you can use, which is widely known by our property agent, is our choke function. So choke actually will have we'll have a lot of listings that actually handled by our listers. So they will actually put in the choke to let our agents advertise. So of course, it free up the So it's to maximize exposure. And some of the owners, they don't like to have too many agents advertising. So then they will not end up in choke. But some of the owners were okay and wanted to have more exposure, then they will be in choke system. So RES can use choke to advertise. It's to build up your own supermarket shop front. Before anybody engage you or once you're in contact with someone, people will actually go and Google you. It's a fact of life. So if you realize, I want everybody to take out your phone right now to Google your name. If you're Esther Chiu, you Google Esther Chiu. If you're Johnny, you Google Johnny. And I want you to tell me what you actually see. If you actually see nothing, right, that's what consumer will see also. It's really bad. Because now everybody has a phone. And when they are in contact with you, first thing they will do, they'll Google you up. They'll find out who you are. So having a front and being Googleable is very important. And it's actually free to set up your own, to make yourself a business Google page. It's actually free, and I think everybody should do it. You must at least be Googleable lah, not someone from somewhere, okay? So like if you see yourself as a pop star or you see yourself as a singer, then people will probably not relate you to being a real estate agent. Okay, so of course, when you Google your name, some of the things that come out is a property guru account, your 99.co account, and then people will start to see how many listings you actually have. So if you are someone with only 2 to 3 listings, they will name this is someone a rookie, and they will know one. Okay, they will Google you and they will know. So you need to have a strong supermarket front. People need to think that you are very experienced, or you have a lot of people who entrusted you with their property. Okay, so CHOP is also good if you have limited funds to start prospecting and give you an opportunity to serve the prospect on the ground. So if you've got a direct buyer who call you, then you are, congratulations. You not only get them to serve, you get to serve them to see the listing, you also get to swing them around within the same development or outside the development, or you can probably swing them to a new launch. Yeah, that's your opportunity to connect with the clients on the ground. Okay, so that's true. Okay, so now that we have explored the 3 tools, right? Another exploratory question, I will not put you in the group chat, okay? Because I realized that breakout room doesn't work so well for Zoom class. So, just question yourself, from your perspective of agents, what is actually your main strength and weakness? And then, if you are a wholesaler and landlord, right? How do you decide on which agent to call? And why do you think a consumer, right, would want to call you? Okay, I will stop share so I can see what are your answers are. Okay, so basically what is your own strength and weakness? How do owners decide on who to call, who to engage? And why do you think consumer would want to call you? Okay, answers please. Oh, okay, Google My Business. Yeah. Chop your listing or chop my listing but no response. Yeah, my listings are, I need to reserve them for my agents also. And generally I get a lot of inquiries. So sorry if I miss your message sometimes. And also in the midst of moving house, so that's not the best time. I'll try my best to respond to every message that I get, okay? Okay, my LinkedIn will the first name appear as okay, good. What are the okay? Can I have some input, please? What are your own strength and weakness, and how would an owner choose an agent, and why would they choose you? You need a partner to support and cover each other. Okay, good. Your GTA. Okay, you mean that this is your GTA? Owners will choose you because you are a GTA agent there, and they know that you are popular there. Patient investment knowledge experience. You have good review. Owner choose agent based on agent knowledge or market sincerity. Okay, good. Yeah, I agree. Strength, super detailed. Weakness, not pushy. Okay. Agent review, build rapport, friendly and knowledgeable. My question, of course, my important question is why? How would the owner actually choose an agent to appoint? How would they actually choose an agent to appoint? If you are owner perspective, how will you choose an agent? Can deliver. How do you know whether they can deliver? Okay, recommendations, referral. Okay, and then track records. Okay. Then not pushy. You will choose if they can feel sincerity, my strength and weakness, too honest, sometimes the truth. Okay. Awards testimonial, prove the result, how comfortable with the agent, sincere, okay. Honest. Okay, so my question is presumed based on the fact that they have not even got a chance to meet you yet. How would they actually pick you up to be their marketing agent? They haven't met you yet. All your sincerity, honesty, all this could not have come in because they haven't known you yet. From photo. Okay, photo is important. Must like the face. Okay, what else? My colleagues. What if you don't have any track record? Look at your listing and profile. They want to know if you can avoid pitfall, personal branding, online see your face. Branding. Knowledgeable. Okay. Call frequently. Okay. Same frequency. Okay, I think all your answers are correct and very good try. But first of all, before the owner needs to be able to call you, right? You need to make sure you are being searchable and callable, and you need to make yourself available to them. So actually, prospecting is most important. Okay, if you don't even have your mailer, your flyer, reach out to them, or your Facebook ads, right? They of course wouldn't know that they should call you. So you must make yourself available for them to call, and that's number one for sure. And of course, when they check you out, right, there must be something for them to check. And if you don't have track record, how? You must make yourself very prominent online lah. Okay, then they would probably not use team one. Yeah, that's also a good solution. You're under the most powerful company right now. There's many number ones in the company. Okay, and then comfortable with the agent. Okay, but okay, first, okay, the question why I want to ask you that is because I think a lot of agents have not actually sit down and think for yourself, like what is how do you actually stand out from the rest of the chicken rice stall holder? How are you different? Are you same? If you're same, why would the owner call you? Why would they want to engage you? Presence, yeah, your presence is very important. Your track record is very important. More advertising, and you talk about referrals. Of course, referrals is very important. But what if you don't have referrals? How you die? You have so many people to give you referral. You must be able to tap on the core market. You must find a way to be able to tap on the core market. Okay, and that's where your leads, endless leads will come in. And if you haven't asked yourself how you stand out from the rest of the people and how are you so different, why would the owners engage you? I encourage you to start thinking right now, because it's the first thing you need to do as a business owner. How are you different? And why would they engage you? You must give yourself 10 reasons why they will engage you. Because I know every transaction in their development, because I sold their neighbor unit, because I have a lot of buyers on hand. I have a solid marketing plan all laid out for them in order to make sure that they reach their target sale price within the next 3 months. I have good reviews by clients. I'm searchable, and they've seen that I've actually done a lot of transactions in their area, or I'm recommended there by their neighbor. Okay, all these are important things why they will engage you. Okay. So you need to make sure all these things are happening, then you will, then they can engage you. Okay. So this is the thing. I'm gonna start sharing again. Okay. So all boils down to your marketing strategy. Real estate is about marketing. You are marketing and branding yourself. So how do you plan and execute your marketing? Okay, it's what the lesson is all about. GTA is all about marketing. Real estate agent is all about marketing. How you brand yourself, how you market yourself, how you push yourself out in the market. I don't market property, I market myself. After marketing yourself, then you get to market properties, okay? If you cannot even market yourself properly, you cannot market any properties. So you need to major in marketing. All agents are A-star marketer, okay? So what are the different marketing that you can, that you need to do today? Okay, of course, you need to have your own website. You need to have a portfolio that people can look up to. You need to have an offline integration with the online. That means even your flyers need to have QR codes, need to have video links, need to have links, or need to have a QR code that can WhatsApp you. You know, you need to learn how to build a traffic to your own website. You need to build a traffic to your own, to your Google pay-per-click website to market new launch. You need to be on social media. That's confirmed for sure. Okay, all our consumers this generation are on social media. We are not on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on TikTok. Okay, if you are not on social media, you are passé. People will know who you are. Okay. So prospecting. Targeted audience versus target market. Okay, online versus offline prospecting. What are the different push and pull strategy? What are the different online and offline marketing? Okay, how to create brand awareness and reach your objective. Okay, as in to get the leads coming in, to get them to see your new launch review, or to get them to actually engage you to be their seller agent. First of all, before you start any marketing, you need to define your audience and who are your targeted audience. Are they old? Are they young? Are they couples? Are they newborns? Or are they who? And then, okay, and this targeted audience, which market segment do they belong in? Are they in the private property? Are they in the HDB? Are they in the commercial? Are they landlords? Are they tenants? There's so many things to define. Okay? So who are your targeted audience? Okay? Audience means people who are already, example, okay, they are people who already make money, ready to cash out. EC owners, HDB owners, MOP, they are ready to move. They are genuine. They want to know about asset progression. And where is your target market that you can actually find them? Okay, for example, you can look through the MOP list, the TOP list, and how to actually find all this data. What are the projects, resale projects that actually have got demand? Okay, let's talk about MOP and HDBs, okay? Sorry, I need to keep editing this so that I can actually see all your answers. Okay. How do you actually find out MOP and TOP leads? Someone? I'm looking at a text message right now. How do you find that? HDB, there's going to be MOP soon. Okay, 99.co. Prospector. Where else? HDB map services. HDB website. Okay, there's also one website called Teo Alida. It gives you the date. It gives you the date. Okay, Teo Alida. Yeah, I'm just going to type it for everybody. Teo Alida. Okay, it gives you the date whereby the project, the HDB project is actually launched. So you can roughly estimate the TOP, the MOP of the project. Okay, TOP you probably will already know if you're on the ground. If the project is almost done, then you know the project is going to be TOP soon. How do we get those TOP projects owners number? You can call this company called Amicus. They actually have got the addresses of all the owners that owns the unit there. Let's say Martin Modern, you want to target Martin Modern owners. So Amicus will be able to give you all the home address, registered home address of those owners who bought Martin Modern. But when you send to them, you cannot tell them that you know that they own a unit in Martin Modern. Okay? because that will be an infringement of PDPA. You need to let them know that you're marketing multi-modern, you're of service to them, but you didn't say that you know that they own it. Okay, is there any questions about getting the lease? If there's no questions, then let's continue. Okay, so of course you want to target an area, right? You must also make sure the area has got healthy transaction. If you do the area, right, there's only 50 units in the area, and the area only have got like 1 unit sold every year. Then I recommend you don't target there, okay? Because it'll be very difficult to sell, and you have a hard time. You won't get enough money. You need to find those places that has a lot of transactions. What has a lot of transactions? HDB near MRT has a lot of transactions. Condos near MRT has a lot of transactions. Projects that are less than 1 million has a lot of transactions. EC that just 5 years has a lot of transactions. Because a lot of people are dying to sell, and a lot of people are dying to buy. And they are much cheaper than a private property around there. Okay, I already gave you a heads up and hints on where there's a lot of transactions in the market. And there's probably places where I'm very specialized in also. Okay, so that's all for prospecting. Okay, so what are the correct presentation for the correct audience? Okay, this is very, very important. Why? A lot of agents today are very confused. And when you go to client house, you also don't know what to talk and what to say. So having the correct presentation for the correct audience means that you probably can walk back with the exclusive. That's why I am still the champion exclusivist. I look forward to somebody who can actually get as many exclusive as I do. And I tell you, no, I definitely in the correct position to teach you this, okay? Because I do like probably 4 to 5 presentations on a weekly basis. And that's the amount of things I collect also. So, okay, so basically through my 15 years of real estate experience, I categorize clients into 3 categories. First, the confused soul. Confused soul. Okay, later we will tell you what is a confused soul client. Second is a HDB owner. Okay, very more scope, right? Because majority of the clients stays in HDB. Okay, so and then after that, private property owner. So basically, right, you learn these 3 skill sets to apply for the 3 different kind of consumer. You can cover the whole Singapore. Is this good? Very good, right? I make sure you walk away with things that you can use. Okay, so what are different kind of consumer? Confused soul. Okay, confused soul are people who contacted you through Facebook ads, who talk about asset progression, who probably has multiple property and want to do something about them. They don't know what they want to do also. So with this kind of confused soul, right, what do you need to go in and talk about? You need to go in and talk about your retirement planning. You need to talk about what you learn in in PST. You need to draw the gainers line. You talk about have you start planning for your retirement. So this is the big chunk of where you learn what you learn in talk. Next is where you apply them. People who are very confused, people who don't know where they want to do, and most likely they came from your Facebook advertisements talking about asset progression. You want to know how it works for them. Okay, if you are talking about HDB owners, okay, if you are doing HDB owners, the only thing you need to be very good in is your calculation. How much cash proceeds they will get by selling their property, and how can you actually help them to buy the other house without getting an extension from their current property. A lot of old agents, right, you always end up with listings that requires extension. So then your property become very difficult. Okay, so controlling the timeline for HDB owner. Okay, next thing is a private property owner. Okay, basically I do presentation for all types, but most of my presentation are private property owners because I am the private property transactor. So I sell and collect a lot of private properties. So what are the kind of, do I actually go and target all this audience? Okay, basically I prepare for my presentation. This is a sample of how I prepare my presentation and the marketing plan that you need to prepare. Okay, so before I go for every presentation, right, I prepare my marketing plan. Okay, so for example, this one, I prepared this one. This is a real life example, okay? I prepared this marketing plan for Art at Tampines owner. So basically, all these are the information that I already have on. This is a Zoom presentation. I also have actual presentation marketing plan. And now I'm going to show it to you. Okay, so I will tell them basically the target market. I'll be taking the listing will be exclusive. So during the presentation of the marketing plan, right, I already will tell them it's going to be on exclusive basis. And when I take their exclusive, right, I will be targeting their unit to the local and the foreigner PR who work or live around this area. Residents of nearby condo and larger HDB who are looking to upgrade, downgrade, or move in nearby. So this is a comprehensive marketing plan which I have for them. I'll be doing a feature sheet for their unit, which is out at Tampines, 3-bedroom for sale. For the flyer printing, I'll have them ready in 2 weeks' time. Distribution, also another 2 weeks' time. So in 1 month time, all the marketing should be out. The targeted HDB distribution will be the HDB 4-room, 5-room around Tampines area because I'm now in Tampines, in Tampines. I also got 3 telemarketers doing calling on a daily basis. They call from Monday to Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Once your unit is listed with PropNet, your unit also will be on PropNet's website. Okay, I'll give a date by 22nd September, your unit will be up. And I will reach out to all the co-booking colleagues by 22nd September also to let them know that your unit is for sale. Newspaper advertisement now, I don't do so much, but if yours is a landed property, I also advertise on newspaper. We are big on digital marketing. We will have a professional team coming in to take photograph for your unit, and also do a video walkthrough for your unit so that people actually are sift through before they actually come and see your unit. Your listing will be posted on all the major portals, Property Guru, 99.co, SRS, Carousel, Facebook. Okay, and they will include the weekly reposts at booths and spotlights. Okay, and also your unit will be featured in our PA app system whereby collectively I can have up to 10 agents who specialize this area to market for you. And of course, we can do real-time open house scheduling based on our location-based function in the PA app. And also, this PA app is actually help us with speed co-booking listing. So we will actually deliver a lot of speed in the closing of your unit. So these are some of the things that we also will do, virtual viewings and presentation via Zoom. And then, of course, Facebook marketing with targeting. This is in our premium package. And also home staging, video staging, V360. These are some of the things that we actually offer. So I actually have got different marketing plans. All these are our virtual viewing support, our online marketing strategy. Okay. Offline marketing strategy. This is some of the flyers. This is actually on your VOM. Under your exclusive, right? You have this marketing collaterals. After marketing collaterals, you have all these flyers. It's already done for you. When you submit your exclusive, you get all this. Okay, you get this functions. Yeah, I just need to click. Okay, what is the premium package? Okay, of course, premium package means higher cost. We all know that our property link brother charge 3% commission, right? Okay, so this is some of how the flyers will look like. Then of course, talking about open listings versus, of course, different commission tier means different marketing methods. Later, I'm going to show it to you. So I'm talking about, so this is an important article, which usually I'll show to owners. So the owners will also tell you, I want to have more agents to market my property. If I have more agents, means I got bigger exposure, means I get more buyers coming to my unit. So this is the point where I bring out this article. I talk about open listings versus exclusive right to sell. First of all, I want to show them this article was actually featured very long ago. It's 1988. It still holds true in today's market, right? I'll tell them that, do you know that all the buyers in the market are actually the same people? Buyers follow units, they don't follow agents. So once you have got, and all the agents also will know one thing for sure, which they probably will not tell you. Because the agents are because the buyers are all the same, the only way they can outbid each other is to go on a price war. Now we are marketing a homogeneous product. In a homogeneous product market, right? How do vendors outbid each other? Only through price. If you go into the market, right, you're selling eggs. Unless you can differentiate the eggs into a more premium egg, and then you can sell a more premium price. If it's just the same product, right? Different vendors will try to get the buyers in all at a different price. So let's say you want to sell your unit at at 370. Me and as your righteous agent, I will say that okay, I put asking at 380. So I will give more room to negotiate, so that buyers can come in and negotiate and, maybe we end off at 370. But another agent say, why I need to put 380 so high? Just put 375 low. Just be 5K enough really. Then there will be another agent that says, since you say we will advertise at 370, I just put at 370K already. Offer in excess of 370. And then there will be another kind of agent. They will say that last offer 360. Give me any offer higher than that. Is there any right and wrong in this? I tell the owner, there's no right and wrong in this. Is there any right and wrong? There's no right and wrong. But you as a consumer, you as a buyer, who will you call? Who will you call? The cheapest one. The one asking 360. And when buyers come in knowing that asking 360, how will they offer? Will they listen to the last offer, 360 offer higher? How will they offer? They'll offer you 340. Normal, right? Normal, right? Oh, that's so normal. So I say open listings, put yourself in a position whereby the offers coming all become very low. Because you create an environment for the agents to fight among themselves. And they fight it through price war. And of course, you can tell me, Mr. Owner, you say that, me as the owner, I decide what to sell. The price coming very low, I don't sell low. Correct, I totally agree with you. But how many viewing can you tahan? Average right now, we have about 30 viewing to one offer. So one offer came in because it was already ruined. The buyer concept was already ruined. They gave you 340, you don't sell. Then after that, you tahan another 30 viewings, 60 viewings. Then you get second offer. Also very low because it was an open listing condition. How long can you tahan? Yeah. So a lot of owners will say, you can't tahan, right? Yeah, your owner is, if your unit is tenanted. Yeah, I know, right? Tenanted. But the thing is, time is lost. The unit that you want to buy probably already be sold by then. Correct? So open listings create an environment whereby your unit usually will not get very high price. So that's why 90% of the population today, they will have an appointed agent. Like what you're doing right now. You want to, it's like you want to renovate your house. You engage a main con, right, to coordinate everything for you. For me, I'll coordinate all the buyers for you. I will represent you. I will be your spokesperson. If see there's a last offer, there is a last offer. You can only verify me or verify you. And you must entrust that I will be the best negotiator for your unit. And you already got the best on your table. What can you ask for? Yeah. Correct, a lot. Correct. You say the agent will advertise the same price, but will they actually put in effort to advertise for you or not? There's 10,000 portals. Can you check every portal? And when they pick up the phone, can you check what they tell the consumer? Advertise one price, when you talk over the phone, also can be another price one, right? Right? The agent say, okay, if the consumer called 3-4 agent, all the same unit. Then of course this one agent can say, hey, I tell you view with me. I know this owner very well. The price I can definitely price for you. You view with me can already. Will the agent say like that? They will, because one consumer called 3 agents. You as an agent, of course, want to secure the buyer, right? Of course, you say anything to secure the buyer. So since you're already going to sell the unit, since you're already going to pay commission, why don't you just have someone that will work for you instead of working against you? So that's how I get all my exclusive. It works, okay? Whatever I just say to you, go and practice it on your consumer, it works. So every time after I say this, I'll take out my phone by. Of course, first thing I will talk about this one. Of course, I'll talk about my marketing plan, my exclusive versus listing, then my phone 5 will come out. Okay, I hope this is not very new for you. Okay, I'll talk about commission rate now. Okay, so this is the different kind of commission that I will talk about. Okay, I will give them different packages. So this is a professional package is the 2% commission. And then after that, premium package is my 3% commission. If I do home staging, there will be 3%. If I do videography and home staging, there will be 4%. So usually I'll tell them, no need lah, your house, I think we just go for the professional package can already, because I also don't think you need to do home staging for your unit and to do presenter video walkthrough. Usually my consumer is happy because I haven't saved money. So we just set up for the 2% one. Okay, clear? This is how I usually go and do my presentation. Yeah, I just need to close the chat because it's very distracting. Okay, so this is part of the marketing plan. I will tell them that I will communicate with them every week to update them on the market status, the marketing status, and what is happening, how the consumer feedbacks. By the time your owner need to call you, right, to ask you what's going on, right, you already feel as an agent. You as an agent, you need to update your owner. You need to update those people who entrust you on what has been going on. By the time they call you, right, they are ready to terminate you already. Really. You cannot wait for your consumer to call you. You must update them. What did the buyer say? What did the buyer feedback? How's the market going on? And what can be done to make sure the unit sell. You need to be more forthcoming. Okay, so if I am doing an actual presentation, I'm meeting them in person. This is the marketing plan I will draft. So today I'm still doing this marketing plan. I'll meet up with them and share with them this presentation. So it's basically the same thing that I shared with you just now, but in paper format. Okay, so moving forward, what are the 3 steps in building a personal brand? Of course, you need to know your direction and your target audience. Are you going to do HGB MOP cluster? You're going to do EC that's just 5 years. You're going to do new launch. You're going to do what you're going to do. And then after that, you need to plan a timetable for yourself. What do you need to do daily to build your business? Most importantly, you need to set aside 6 months marketing plan for your advertising and prospecting. Plan how much you will spend to reinvest back to your business for growth and learning. Okay, so this is the 3 important steps to build your personal brand. So let's move on to number 2 step first. Okay, you need to have a sample timetable for yourself. If you don't have one, you need to do one. I cannot emphasize this enough because I realize a lot of agents are super free and they have nothing better to do. Okay, so so you need to plan your timetable. This is how my timetable looks like. I did this timetable when I was new RES. Okay, my days are filled. Of course, I plan off day first. Okay, and in timetable, most important thing you need to plan is an off day. I always set Wednesday as my off day. That's the least busy day. You don't plan your off day on Saturday, Sunday. Okay, you don't. Until now, I've never had the Saturday, Sunday off day. So my Monday, okay, every morning I'll make sure I'll wake up before 8:30. I'll have my breakfast. I didn't ask you to wake up at 5, okay? Just wake up by 8:30. Then on Monday is the time I'll fill in all my forms, my administration, I'll do all my submission because all the sales usually happen on the weekend. So by Monday, I'll just make sure I get rid of all these things. I'll update my owners on Monday. So that means if I have got 30 listings, I'll call up 30 listings owner to tell them what happened over the weekend. What's the buyer's feedback? How can we move forward from there? I'll report all my ads, refresh all my ads to see which one needs to be boosted on the Monday. So after that, after lunch, I will do my SPH placement. Now I don't do SPH placement anymore. So the SPH girls stop calling me. And then in the after that, like 3 o'clock, I'll start designing my flyers for my private property because usually private properties is like 500 units per project. So I customize every project. For example, now I'm selling Ecopolitan. Our dear Ecopolitan owner. I was sending Twin Waterfall owner. Then I will have the units that I have for sale inside there and tell them that I actually have a lot of buyers on hand and I hope to sell their property for them. That's how I started out. I do different projects for every different project. I do different flyer for every different projects. So then, of course, I spent a lot of time doing that actually. 3 to 5 p.m. on Monday, I design probably 4 to 5 flyers for different projects. And then after that, 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, before I just head out to do my door knock, I will send the artwork that I want to my printer because HGB I print in quantity. I print a lot, like for me 10,000, 20,000. So I let the printer do it. Okay. Then after that, I have my dinner. Then I do my door knock, and then I print the flyers that I have done online. So for example, now, right, I will also, if it's now, I'll probably use this design flyer for GTA HDB to spend on my Facebook ads. Okay, so then after that, so after my door knock, right, I door knock Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I got nothing better to do, so I better go and meet prospect. Then after that, I started all this business when I was 23 years old. All my clients, all my friends, right at that point, are just applying for HDB. They won't be my clients. So after when I reach home, I will start printing the private property flyers that I designed. And then on Tuesday, I probably would not finish printing, so I'll continue printing. And then after lunch, I'll call for sale by owner and make the appointment for this week to meet up with them. Then after I finish the for sale by owner, I'll go out and do my farming for HDB. And night I'll do door knock again. So private property flyers need to be inserted in the envelope. So I do them on Tuesday night when I reach back from my door knock, and on the whole of Wednesday, basically off day is for me to watch TV and to do envelope insertion and to have a little bit of life, okay? And then at night, I will do my telemark again. I will call those people who I met up during door knock to try to make appointment or to set appointment for the weekend, to meet up with them, to do family discussion, to do calculations, or to bring them to go out and see houses. And then after that, on Thursday, right, is the time where I need to set up appointments for the weekend. So for example, if the client say, I want to buy 5 room this area, so I want to buy new launches, that's the time where I do my data session for existing and new projects. And then after lunch, you remember all the flyers that we just folded, right? I need to stamp them, right? So on Thursday after lunch, I will stamp them. And then on the way out to do farming, I will send that out into post box. And then after that, I will continue to do my farming. After my farming, right, I'll have my dinner and door knock. I ask them whether they have seen my flyer. Obviously, they see my flyer because I just send them, right? So after I send that, I ask them, hey, have you seen my flyer? I'm just here to check whether my farmer is doing the job or not. And then after that, they will say, yeah, they seen it. Oh, okay. Then I will, from there, pick up a conversation with them. Door knock is very effective on HDB because you're already at the door. It's something that's still strongly encouraged. And if you just want to do farming without door knocking, it doesn't work. But if you do farming and door knocking together, yes, it does work. We at least give you an opening line to talk to them. So, and then after that, on Friday is a time where I connect with the prospect and I plan for my appointments in the afternoon. After dinner, remind owners and buyers for tomorrow appointment. If you probably report with me before you realize, I'll remind you of our appointment. And Saturday, Sunday is catered for viewing and roadshow. So Sunday roadshow now is not available already. You can't do it, but so you can cater more time for viewing. So usually I have Saturday, Sunday appointments are packed from morning to evening. And then after that, Saturday, I'll remind them again on Sunday appointment and do my evening. So that's basically my timetable for 3 to 5 years. It has been like that from when I just started out my business. And that's how I earned my first, my top rookie award. Yeah, are y'all still with me or are y'all dying already? Weekdays no viewing. Yeah, now I still have. Okay, of course, if you have viewing, you just go lah. Then you slot in your things that you need to do accordingly to your viewing. How long do you take to do viewing? Half an hour. Okay, then private mailer, you print. I print my own. I have a HP printer. What is farming HDB means? Sending flyer door to door lah. Yeah, door not obviously at HDB. Ballpark figure, how much do you prepare for your 6 months? For me now, I spend 10,000 on a monthly basis, so 60,000. 1 year, I spend about 100,000 for my ad mail. Okay, insist on open listing. Yeah, if the owner insists on open listing, I'll pitch until they become exclusive. That's my job, right? Do you control the viewing only on weekends? Sometimes owner not available on weekend. No, I depend on my client. If my client can do weekday, I do weekday. My client can do weekend, I do weekend. How do you actually make buyers follow your viewing? If they want to buy, they'll come at my timing. I'm a lister, right? Lister. But of course, if I'm serving buyer, no choice lah. I have to tell them they have to be flexible. Do you do door knock with who? I do door knock on my own. I don't do it with anybody. I'm a loner. Yes, I'm a loner. Yes, I do on my own. I don't want to be subjected to other people's schedule, other people's feelings, how other people feel, because if I work with them, I will probably have to motivate them. Yeah. I tell you, I was doing direct sales vacuum cleaner before I joined real estate. So I started door knocking when I was 13 years old. So going to the door is like the second nature to me. I do door knocking to sell vacuum cleaners when I was 19. So I was in this company, and then I went on to Asia Pacific. It's the company that is doing Thermomix right now. If you're selling the Thermomix, I was with Forvac, this German company. So they were doing home appliances. I was in the vacuum cleaner, air cleaner, and water purifier division. So I was actually posted to China and Taiwan to act as the Asia Pacific communicator for them. Okay, reason being because I think during that time, like 20 years ago, they were not very good with mainland and Taiwanese. I mean, it's a German company, right? So they were a German-Swedish company. They wanted someone to act as a communication for them. So I was then posted to do that. So I was doing door knock in Singapore HDB for 1 year. So I know every HDB estate, I know every door. I'm a solid door knocker. So when I do real estate, it was natural. I was a top agent because I can do prospecting, cold market prospecting. I don't depend on my warm leads. Hey, telemarketing is effective. No, I do everything on my own. I'm the best telemarketer. I'm the best door knocker. Nobody can beat me. So I don't depend on other people to do my marketing for me. I do it on my own. Hey, no, you telemark your for sale by owner. Yes, then that's effective. I mean, you telemark your for sale by owner to get appointment with them lah. If the telemarketer is so good, your telemarketer will become an agent already. Hello, agent earn so much more leh. Correct. Okay, so this is actually how my flyer. Okay, so how do you target your target audience, right? Before you plan your marketing, right, you need to know what are the perfect kind of clients. Okay, I usually like to target those people in the purple color region. People with a need, people with interest, people with the needs. That means they already want to do the upgrade. That's why I target a lot of EC owners. All my GTA is EC, that's which MOP. They already have an intention to sell. And it's all very targeted because when they reach MOP, right, everybody with the agenda all wants to come out at the same time. So my marketing just hit one place and then generate a lot of sellers. Just like people who hit MOP classes, the same thing. All in one area, and they already have agenda, they already have an intention. So and they have a need. For example, they're upgrading for space, upgrading for schools, and they have a means to do it because easy owner means the income is quite good, and then I can do a lot of things with them. I can separate out the name, I can buy two property, I can do a lot of things with them. Okay, so this will be the people in the optimum target audience. People with the secondary target audience are people who are in the asset progression class, and then you spend a lot of time to build out their need. Okay, for example, if they say I'm very happy saying my HDB flat, I'm contented, it's already fully paid out, and I have nothing more in life that I want to ask for. There are people with no need. So your asset progression presentation is targeted with people with no need. There's no need to move up, and I think it's for you to enlighten them that they need to start planning for their retirement. Okay, so that's basically what you're doing. Okay, this is the most important chart of all the whole lesson today. Okay, it's something that you definitely need to memorize and to know. If today you are doing HDB MOP, right? How can you reach out to them? Lorraine Tan, she do Facebook videos, Facebook ads, and then she do you can call home bees, you can do door knock, and you can do flyer. So this, if you want to do very well in this segment, you need to do everything. HDB MOP cluster. Okay. Lorraine Tan just do Facebook and Facebook videos, and she is already half a millionaire. Okay, and she is quite a new agent. I think 3 years on the market, 4 years. Yeah, she basically has Home Central as a portal, as a brand, and then after that she blasts out to Punggol, Sengkang, and she basically do all the MOP in this cluster. if you are doing ECMOP like me, I also do Facebook videos targeting these owners. I do Telemark is basically you can use Siapa lah. Okay, Siapa is a SIAPPA. You go and Google it. It's actually a SMS outreach to all these owners. Then you can actually tell them you actually have buyers on hand. Then we reach out to all these EC owners. You can also do flyers. Flyers like me, I targeted the audience. I also do app mail. App mail basically is a function offered by SingPost. Minimum quantity is $3,000 and it's 20,000 pieces. So you send out to all the private properties in one area. Okay, so that's basically what I do because I think it's quite effortless. But for new RES, might find it a bit tough, so you just do direct mail, okay? Do 1-2 projects can already. So private TOP, basically you can send out Siapa to them. You can also send mailers to all these home addresses of the owners who owns a unit there. You don't send to the, for example, you are doing Martin Morton, you don't send to Martin Morton address. They haven't even collected key yet. They haven't even, open letterbox yet. Even if they just collected key, they won't open letterbox, send to their home address. Then, of course, you want to do TOP project, you need to be there. You need to station there. You need to go there and meet the owners. Okay, so if you're doing new launch, right, basically you can do Facebook videos, project website whereby you do pay-per-click. And then after that, you do telemarketing to them. And then after that, of course, roadshow flyers and private events to introduce this new launch. Okay, so the last one, you can just see for yourself. Key characteristic of GTA agent, you need to know every transaction within your GTA. You need to make sure the residents know you, like you, love you, and talk about you. That's important. That's already the next level. People know you. You must make sure they know you. How do you want to make sure they know you? That's depend on you. Don't make them know you for the wrong things now, okay? Make them know you for being the best agent in the district. Okay, so I only work with people who are the die must sell owner and die must buy buyer. That means those people who are trying the market, all this, usually I won't take them because once they have engaged you and you cannot deliver because the unit is overpriced, they generally will not use you again. So usually I will reserve myself until they are very ready. Yeah. So they have not tried my service before. Okay, so what are the different online push and pull strategy? Basically, right, prospecting can be categorized in online or offline. Push strategy are those marketing that like new launch, sponsor ads, project launch. It creates brand awareness. Pull strategy is using using marketing, right, to pull them to you. So for example, you can use creative marketing to sell the property faster, like Property Link Brother. Property Link Brother is trying to pull client to them. While doing advertisement ads, right, you're actually pushing information to the client. So on offline also the same thing. You push flyers, you push roadshow, and creating brand awareness. Another way is that you actually try to pull client to you, so that another unit sold by you, another sale price sold by me. So you actually pull client to contact you. Obviously, in marketing, right, you need to start off by doing the push strategy. As time go by, you need to pull them to you. You cannot be pushing forever. You need to make yourself so big until they are attracted to you and they call you directly. You can't be pushing your service forever. Okay, so these are the different segment, different type of push and pull strategy, marketing strategy. So of course you realize, right, if you after finishing my class, you realize that I major in marketing. Yes, I major in marketing. I studied marketing. So that probably also helped me to prepare my business. Yeah. You realize a lot of terms that I use are from marketing background, homogeneous product, price war, and things like that. So I think it's also what helps me prepare my business. And until today, I'm still doing a lot of branding and marketing. I haven't stopped yet. If I haven't stopped, then you can't stop too. Okay. So these are just some of the Facebook ads that I extracted from some of top producer, Louis Craig, Facebook marketing. So this is how the landing advertisement looks like. It's a sample of how asset progression ads looks like. Okay, update to any condo without touching your savings. Can you still retain a cash reserve? And how do you make a CPF work harder for you? And then you need a link to your website. So you need to put in some effort to brand yourself. Okay, if you don't have a website, you don't have branding ads, then how do you kickstart? Okay, so it's how Home Central, how she actually advertises herself. She has her home, a lot of video tour. She also do ads, and she also created Home Central as a website. So people know her as the spokesperson, the owner of Home Central. Okay, but I'm seeing her ads less already. So I think, no, of course, big on digital marketing is our property team brother. You can see them almost everywhere. Almost every owners know that. And of course, because they are so big now, they can charge 3% commission. Because they're so big. And people want to engage them, even though they charge 3% commission. And because the marketing cost is high. They spend, I spend maybe 100K a year. They probably spend like 50 to 60K a month doing marketing. They have a whole fleet of people that's doing videography, editing, updating, Facebook ads, all this. It's crazy. It's already on a different level. Okay, so of course, resale viewing, when you go for resale viewing, right, you will have a lot of clients that are ready to commit. So every prospect is an opportunity for you to connect, and it's unlimited and free. So you need to be able to convert your clients. A lot of my listings are also collected from people who actually came and view my listing. So after viewing my listing, right, they generally like my service, generally like me, and I attracted them and tell them that, hey, maybe are you aware that you probably have ABSD, you haven't seen a property yet? Maybe I can do a simple timeline calculation for you to ease you into buying the private property. And it's no obligation. If you're available, I can pop by later or tomorrow. So usually when I say that, we need a home address. Then I'll go to that place. Okay, so 4 steps to conversion. When they are viewing your property, right, you need to be able to build trust and rapport quickly. You won't be nice, be friendly, say a little bit of jokes when you're doing the viewing, and then and then after that, demonstrate that you understood them. So usually how I demonstrate that, okay, I understood them, I will tell them that, oh, so you ask them, oh, where do you stay? So they will tell me where they stay. Then I say, have you actually sold a property? They will say, no, they have not sold their property. I say, oh, so so I will tell them, this is the statement I will say. The next statement I will say will actually connect me with them is that I understand that you start viewing houses probably because you are concerned about not finding your dream home, right? That's why you're starting to view houses first. So they say, yeah. Okay, then they will feel that I can relate to them. I think actually a lot of owners are like you, they're worried about finding a dream home. So, but of course, when we find a dream home, the next question is whether we are ready to commit when we find a dream home. Because by not having your property sold yet, it means that you have the seller stamp duty. So a lot of them say, yeah, they understand there's seller stamp duty, and then they will say that, and actually 12% is a lot of money. I know you probably have that money you can pay first, but wouldn't it be good if we can actually plan in such a way that you buy the property that you like? We also get some time to sell a property. At the same time, you don't pay the seller stamp duty. Wouldn't that be awesome? And that's something that I can do for you. I'll help you to buy the property you like. We have a longer option period. We sell your existing property, then we exercise. Then we don't pay the stamp duty. That will be something very refreshing and new for them. And they say, oh yeah, nobody told me this before. So I say, it's all luck that we meet today. So when are you available for me to pop by your place? Today or tomorrow? Then I'll ask me. Then they'll tell me the address. Okay, so you draw. Okay, so just I use a trigger and hope to draw their underlying concerns, and their fear of not buying their dream home. So what if, just I also use the what if technique, okay? What if I can offer you a solution that will help you to buy the new house, escape this seller stamp duty? And this is something that I can plan for you. So this is what the 4 steps to conversion, right? Is actually what I already demonstrated to you just now. How I actually talk to the consumer is exactly. I offer them a solution based on my expertise. Okay. Oh, good. I finished just in time for some Q&A. Just nice, I also have an appointment at Florence Show Flat. So it's all before 4 o'clock. How does your conversation about that work with high net worth people. I think my clients are all pretty normal HDB upgrader, high net worth. I don't in my business model, I don't really deal with high net worth people. Seriously. And high because I do mostly private property in the mass market, right? So I don't consider that as high net worth people. How do you want to talk to high net worth people? That one you probably have to talk to Kevin Paul. You probably know better. Yeah, condo can't do DK, that's why you can do flyer. Can you show your sample? I don't have any sample to show you right now. Do you call the caveats after call the caveats after you have struck them? Yes, you can call. Yeah, I do HDB presentation. If they allow me to go in, I will go in immediately. Do I prefer to serve seller? Okay, do you have any other questions for me? No, if you're engaging someone to do your things for you, you need to tell them exactly what you need to do, what you want to do. So usually I will draft sample of how my flyer needs to look like before I send it to the designer. You cannot just tell the designer do something for me and then they don't know what you're talking about, and then you take a long time because to figure out to ding dong what you want to do. So usually I would give them a rough sample. I would put everything in PowerPoint and then they will beautify it for me. Yes, I use RPI. When you start out, do you meet a lot of setbacks? And of course, I meet setbacks every day. Even until today, right? A lot of owners are saying they want to terminate my services. It's normal. It's normal. Because a lot of them sell for a long time. The market is just not moving for them. So it's very normal, okay? Don't worry, you will just recover after eating something or have a good meal. It's normal. Don't worry about that. You have to learn to be resilient. But how do I manage your viewings? Oh, this is a weird question. I just manage. Not everything have viewing every day one, The private property is not like evergreen. It's not like every day also a lot of viewing one. Yeah, and of course I filter them with video first. If they really like, then they come down for viewing, and then most likely we are closing already. They already seen our video walkthrough. Okay, why to unable to reach private TOP? Why to Facebook and Facebook video private TOP? Because private TOP is just a pin drop. It's just one project. How do you reach out to all these private TOP owners? It's just a pin drop area, and they are all scattered. Because if they bought Martin Modern, they probably stay in North, South, East, West. How do you do your Facebook ads to target all these people? What's your first say? First 10 seconds speech. How are you doing today? Okay, frankly speaking, usually I'll tell them that I actually have a buyer that is I'm actually marketing a unit here. I have actually a buyer that came and see my unit and like this area but didn't really like my unit. So do we actually happen to have plans to upgrade in the next 3 to 6 months time? Does that sound realistic to you? I think maybe the way that I put across looks very realistic. So usually they will buy my story also now. So, but the first 5 seconds, frankly speaking, is to build up the rapport. And that's something that I cannot teach you, is to have the people skills. So you will realize that a lot of times at the door, right, people warm up to me quite easily. It's maybe the way I smile, the way I laugh, or the way I talk. But I do make people feel quite comfortable. So yeah, I'm a good conversation starter. So usually I won't ask you, are you available? Are you free? Because they are never available, they are never free. So don't ask such questions, okay? Don't over the phone. Sorry to disturb you because you are really disturbing. So don't ever start a conversation that way because it doesn't matter how many times you apologize, it doesn't really work. So usually I will just tell them, hey, how are you today? Have you taken your dinner? I say, I just happen to be in this area. I have a buyer that came and see my unit. They are marketing here, and the owner, they are moving off to a bigger house, to a private property nearby. And the buyer came and see my unit, didn't really like the unit, but likes the area here. So usually when I talk, right, I also will stammer a little bit because that sounds more realistic, right? Like a normal human talking. I wouldn't be so sales pitch, like everything at one go. And I'll make sure they understand me and is listening to me. So I say that, okay, do you actually have intention to upgrade in the next 3 to 6 months? Move to a better place for your kid, or move to a private condo nearby, or are you moving because of kids' school? So, and then they will short circuit a bit, and then I see how they reply lah. So if they reply, then I say, oh, okay, maybe I come in and take a look at your property. You'll be surprised at how many people invite me to their house when I don't. A lot of people just open their door. Come and see my place. Then they would want to say how nice the house is, blah blah blah. They just agree with them, and then after that, make sure you give them your name card, and even from there, right, don't okay, you can get out some leads or some referrals, or they will tell you which neighbor is selling, so you can go and knock them. How do you break the obstacle of those DNC owners for that? I don't know. You just use Siapa. Siapa will reach out to all this SMS. They will reach out to all these owners that are not under DNC. Okay, do you guys have any questions for me? If you don't have any questions for me, I want to end today's class, and I thank you guys for being awesome audience. Any more questions for me? I hope you guys don't fall asleep, okay? Because I think Zoom class can be quite boring, and I try to make it as interesting as possible. Siapa Google, just Google it. Okay, Siapa is an SMS system. Window, do you share how to get connected to tenants other than true owners? Sorry, I didn't get that. How to connect with tenants. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy my Zoom. Your example speech are really very helpful. Good. Use them. Do you mean contact for? I use RPI. They are in the office. Thank you. Thank you. So I didn't get the earlier questions. Okay, so yeah, let me just see. What do you mean in the previous slide about being the last agent? I don't understand. Effective? Yes, it's effective. It's part and parcel of your brand building, Siapa. If it's on the way, by the way, yes, I do open listing also. Okay, bye. Salim, bye. How do you manage the buying? How do you manage? Buy first lah. What do you mean? How do you manage the seller's Facebook buying process? I will just buy first, no? I don't understand what's the question. Just buy first. Go and see houses first lah. Managing, how do I need? Just go and see houses. Okay. Then how to buy first when no money to put down payment? 1% have At least I think minimally private property owner need to have at least 1%, right? At least if you want to buy any property in Singapore, to want to buy first, you have to have at least 8%. I mean, 5% down payment, stamp duty, 3% or 4%. You need the cash proceed. Then if they don't even have the 5% and stamp duty, they don't need the cash, but then they need to sell and move out first, no choice. But I suddenly get owners like that. Most of the owners who meet me usually have about 8%, 8 to 9% even. Or if they don't have the stamp duty amount, I can do late stamping, but definitely have to be before completion. Then our timeline, I'll do the timeline planning. Then we reach out to HDB upgrader. Then you have a lot of buyers, we need to pay COV for their unit. And we need to give them extension. You know those are being flyer? I have got ready buyer. I have a ready buyer on hand, waiting to pay high COV for your unit and can give you 3 to 6 months extension stay. You sure get a lot of call. How do you open your conversation? For example, I have an overseas buyer that wants to buy your property, and they would like to take a look at your property. But before that, maybe I come down and take a video for them first. When will you be available? Yes, I still lead my team to do DK. I don't DK now. I don't have the time. I still go DK my people. How do you choose exclusive listing? No lah. You manage on those difficult to sell. Anybody who appoints me, I'll take it all. Seriously. They look up to you. Do you work with Kobo listing? I don't understand. Yes, everybody is welcome to Kobo my listing. You mean do I work on other agent listing? Wow, my own listing already no time already. I work on other people listing. How can be? What else? How do you manage those very difficult? All property will sell, depending on the price only. There's no impossible to sell. My choke listing very fast taken. Yes, they are very fast taken. Become a lister lah, then you can become you can send out the chokes. What's my longest extension? It can be very long. Both buyer and seller agree can already long. 6 months to 1 year also can one. Buyer and seller agree can already. Usually I do 3 months lah. Do you call? I will call lor. Sometimes message also will reply. When you call and they pick up and then they have nowhere to run, but you have to get your objective clear lah. You said, of course, I set the price expectation. How do you find Kobo agent in the past? We advertise, it will come. What marketing research do you put on Sapa marketing? They have a lot of buyers on hand ready to buy their unit. Yeah, the timeline you will learn it during agent class. I won't do it here. Okay? Very simple one lah. Just make sure you buy first option period. You put 3 months. You put, for example, private property. You give 2%, ask for 3 months option period. Then you sell the HPT option exercise within the 3 months, and then you exercise your private property. Then you won't get ABSD already. So easy. Oh my god. Very easy. Understand? Longer option period, 3 months option period for a private property. Make sure you sell option and exercise the HGB within 3 months. Then exercise the private. Can already. Don't need to draw timeline. Okay? Is everybody good? Good luck to your real estate and come up with a timetable, be the next star producer, and I hope to see you on stage. Okay? Bye for now. See you. Ciao, ciao.